everybody, it's Gunplameli. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have not a review and not exactly Gundam related, but I did want to do a video going over the equipment that I use and the software that I use to make YouTube videos. I was getting a lot of questions I've noticed over the past several weeks on people asking me what I use to edit, even though I know my editing is not the best, but I try. So yeah, I kind of just want to do a video going over like what I use and stuff like that. Okay, so when I first started doing YouTube long time ago, I'm trying to think, I think I use a webcam? No, I think I had this camera. This is the first camera that I used to start recording. The camera I'm currently using is totally different. I'll go over that later. But this little bad boy was the camera that I used with no mic either. I had no mic at first. Right now I'm using a mic. It's this little Canon. Now I mostly got this for when I go on trips to different countries. I really like to take pictures and take videos so I remember, and this is a guide that I use. It has a little thing that can flip forward so you can kind of record yourself talking like this and you can see yourself. I think a lot of vloggers use this camera. I believe the vlog trip that I did in Japan, I had used this camera. So what you see is recorded from this camera. And this is a Canon G7X. Unfortunately with this one, you cannot plug a external mic into it. That's the downside, but I really loved how lightweight. This thing doesn't weigh anything. You can stick it in your pocket, take it wherever. Oh, and this is a really cool strap that I bought myself when I was in Kyoto, I think. I think I got this in Kyoto. Anyway, so that was the first camera that I used to start filming with. And then next up is lighting. Lighting is really important. So I actually ended up going with these giant light bulbs. It's a whole setup I got off Amazon. It was like these giant, what's the word? I don't know, I'm gonna call them lights. These giant lights, and they're foldable. This is the bag that I keep them in. I no longer use them anymore just because it's a hassle having to set it up and take it down, put it in a closet. So this is the contraption. It's like a giant tripod. You untwist it here and then you kind of have to open up the legs like this. And you see it's a giant kind of stand. This whole thing comes out, you attach it, and it has this like big diffuser looking thing, which is in here as well. So this is the thing you have to attach. It's just, I'll include a picture because I really don't feel like setting it up. I know, I'm kind of lazy. But yeah, I'll put a picture right here so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. I had used two of these to help kind of light the Gundam that the Gundam I was filming and myself. Because if not, I felt like the videos would be kind of dark. So that's the light that I would use at first. And now let me show you guys the filming equipment that I use now. I'm trying to think how I'm going to do this without... Alright, so the current camera I use right now is a Canon. I'll include a picture right here. The only downside is that it's heavy and it's bulky. So, I mean, I guess if you're going to use it for YouTube, that's good. But if you plan on using it for like traveling, I really prefer that one, the little one that I showed you, just because it can literally fit in your pocket and it's not that big. This one is a pretty hefty camera. Obviously it's not like those super fancy Canon cameras that have that red ring on them that cost like $1,000 or whatever, but I still like this camera for filming on a tripod. And I also have a set of two different lenses. I have the lens on right now. This lens is the lens that came with the camera. And then I also have this macro lens for when I want to do close-ups, just because I feel like this lens kind of shows the details of the Gunpla kits much better than the standard lens on right now. But this one was $300 from what I remember, so pretty expensive. I don't know if that's a good deal or not. I got it off Amazon, so I hope it's not a bootleg because Amazon does have a lot of bootleg items. But yes, so this is the macro lens. Also, I use a mic on this camera as well. What am I trying to say? The quality is like huge. So I immediately know when I'm filming with a mic versus without a mic. This is what I sound like without the mic. This is the mic of the camera that's picking up my sound right now. So I'm hoping it will work so you guys can kind of see the difference on how it sounds with a mic and without a mic. I, of course, like the mic. I think it sounds much better than the standard mic on the camera. Not saying that it's bad, not saying that you have to invest in a microphone, but I think it does improve the quality of the video. And I will include, actually I might as well just take off this whole thing. Sorry, this light is blinding me right now. Hold on. Okay, so right now I took off my light that I have on the camera, which I will show you guys in a second as well. This is the microphone that I use, obviously to film YouTube. It's currently on. Let me just turn it off so it doesn't waste the batteries. This is battery operated. It goes with this little cord plug right into the camera. And I believe this is only one battery that lasts forever. Like, I think I've only changed the battery in this thing twice out of all the videos I filmed. And sometimes my videos can go on for quite a bit. So the battery life is pretty fan. Yep, so one AA battery in this thing. Now, let me plug this back in and I'm gonna go over the light that I use. Now that the mic is plugged back in, I'm gonna go over my light that I use right here. This thing is super tiny, but it's so potent. I just got this actually because when I film, I have another light source that I'll go over in a second, but I just felt like it's too harsh and I struggle. Like, I don't know if the Wi-Fi in this room is really crappy, but it just refuses to work 80% of the time, and I just got really tired of playing with it, struggling for it to work while I'm just trying to film a video. So what I ended up doing was I'll leave it on because it can only be yellow or like a really strong, like hospital sterile blue light. So I was like, I feel like when I film the kits on my desk, when I review, it's really dark. So I looked into it and I got this little thing. This is so powerful. It can go from cool white to a warm yellow, and you can control the brightness as well. And it's charged by here. We got a little USB-C, I believe this is. And it goes clipped on right into the camera here, and then the mic goes clipped onto here. So it's like a giant little thingy-mabob, but it works, and I think this thing is fantastic. So I'll show you guys. Right now you see me with absolutely no light on. I'm gonna turn it on and then you guys can see the difference on how the video looks like with this light source and without the light source. And then I will also show you guys how it looks when I film the Gundams with this on and without this on. Okay, so right now I have the light turned on and it's on more towards the warm yellow light. And then let me change it to it's on the max brightness right now, and here is me changing it to a white colored light, like a cool tone light. So you can see there's a drastic change, and here is another different color. So this little thing was like $20 on Amazon, and I absolutely love it. I don't know which one I look better in, but yeah, you can see there's tons of different color options. But I feel like this one makes me look really tan. Like, I've been out tanning by the pool, but if anyone knows me, I'm a vampire. I do not like being in the sun. I'm very paranoid of skin cancer, so I'm legit a vampire. I walk out and I'm like always like this, or I have a hat on. But yeah, this makes me look super tan because in reality, I am the opposite of tan. So yeah, this is the video with the light, so you guys can kind of see the difference between having light and no light. So if you're looking into obviously not getting these giant tripod lights, I highly recommend this thing. It was just 20 bucks off Amazon. So another thing that I highly recommend is using a backdrop. I used to use a cotton one. I use posters, and I never really liked those either because I felt like it had like a sheen to it, and when you would use light, it would like kind of reflect off, and I really didn't like that look. But ever since I got this super dark black drop from the company that sent me like the world's darkest black paint, I absolutely love that backdrop, and that's what I've been using now for all my videos essentially, is that black backdrop, because I just think it looks fantastic. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, that's this drop right here. I mean, look how dark this is. Like, I still can't get over how amazing this is. Now, honestly, when I first got this, it smelled like fish. It just stank really bad, but I aired it out and now it doesn't smell like, well, it has a faint smell of fish, but it does not smell like fish anymore. I mean, and then it's just pitch black. So I love using these for when I review, because I just love how you see there's absolutely no light reflection off of this fabric, which is really nice, and I think it makes the videos look so much better. But before I continue with today's video, I want to give a huge thank you to Boxu for sponsoring today's video. Now, if you guys don't already know what Boxu is, they are basically an amazing Japanese snack subscription service. So you get tons of different snacks shipped to you directly from Japan, and they change every single month to fit the theme. I actually got a box here to show you guys. Oop, there we go. it is this little cute orange box. This is what they sent me, and this is what your actual shipment will look like. So it opens up just like this, and oh, discover Japan through snacks. That's cute, because I mean, if you know me, I love food. Join the box of community. So here we go, Seasons of Japan, and I got the April box. So if you guys know, it is Sakura season right now. But oh, this is such a cute little guide. This looks super official. Okay, so cool. Here, let me show you guys. Like basically this is what the guide will look like, and it goes over each snack, which is pretty awesome. Because unless you can read Japanese, you're not gonna know what the heck you're eating. So, oh cool, let me show you guys some of the stuff I got. So I got some Japanese tea. And I love tea, so I'm excited to try what these taste like. A little thank you note. Yeah, here is a bunch of snacks that I'm gonna be ooh, this looks really good. White strawberry, that sounds really good. It's gonna be like the first time I ever eat on camera. Oh my gosh, it's like a legit strawberry. Holy cow. Okay. Oh my god, this is so good. I love strawberry, so. It's like ice cream almost. It's so smooth. Oh my god, this is so good. I have to buy it. Whatever this is, I must buy it next time in Japan. Whole case worth, because I love strawberry. I think the name is Ichigo, right? I think it's called Ichigo. Is there chocolate in here? Because White strawberry. It's all gone on the side right now. This is so good. Almost. So it is a Boxu exclusive. Now they do work with tons of local businesses in Japan, which is pretty awesome. First chocolate strawberry infused. There's the information. That's what it looked like that I just ate. That was so freaking good. I hope there's 2 of them because I want another one. Oh, and it even tells you if it's savory or sweet. 20th century pear. So where are you? Here. Pear biscuit. Let's try this one. Ooh, I think I've had something like this before. But it was cheese. I got it in the Narita airport. It kind of is like the same look. This is so good. Better than the cheese one I had. I think that one's from Hokkaido. This is so smooth and it's so crispy. The texture is absolutely amazing. As I'm telling you, I love Japanese food. This box is where it's at. I'm definitely looking forward to next month because I love Japanese food. Fried seaweed. This is definitely it. Is this what flavor? Is this wasabi? It doesn't say wasabi, which is good because I'm not the biggest fan of wasabi flavored chips. It's a little too spicy for me. So if you guys like what you see and you want to order some, make sure you use my code to get 10% off your first order. So if you guys like what you see, make sure you go to the description and click on that link and you'll get 10% off your order, or I'll include my code right here. So please, if you guys are really interested and you want to try some Japanese snacks, make sure you use my code. That'll help support my channel and it'll let Boxu know that I sent you guys over to them. Anyways, let's get back to the video. And of course, this is my filming setup. Real quick, let me show you the artworks I just finally hung up. This is the Elgato light that I was telling you guys that I have as well, that I use every now and then. I also have a webcam, 2 of them, that I sometimes will use when I am recording myself building things and stuff like that. And now I will use that camera, angle it down, and show my work area. And again, this is my setup as I've shown before in my other videos. But anyways, let me show you guys the difference between when I have the light on and off. This is what it looks like once I have the light on. Now let me show you guys what it looks like with it being off. That's what it looks like with no light at all. With no light at all. As you can see, it's super dark, but I mean, it still looks good regardless. but of course it could look better with more lighting. And so let me just cut it on again. And this is on the lowest brightness. The highest bright, which is just too much reflection, but I just like just enough. And of course this is on the cool side. And then I can yellow it up a little bit. And there it is on the most warmest setting. So I kind of like it somewhere in between. But there we go again. I just want to show you guys a quick example of how much lighting can improve the quality of videos. I'm really happy I got this light. Anyways, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw. And a big thank you to Boxu for sponsoring today's video and sending me all those amazing Japanese snacks that I will gladly eat. And before I forget, I'm gonna link my Discord down below, so feel free to join and come and chat with me. All right, I will see you guys around for the next one. Adios. And a big thank you to all the people on my Patreon for supporting my channel. And a super special thank you to all my ultimate fans who are Jason Franklin Fergerger, Thomas Denton, Jesus Ramirez, and Mad Villain. Thank you guys so much.